Today's adventure begins at the nation's smallest town, zip code 82052, with 50, that's right, up to 50 mile per hour wind gusts happening today in Wyoming. Buford, population of 1. I am about to fall over. It is crisp and cold. I'm getting back in my car. Gonna cover some miles. This thing is squeaking because of the windiness. It is so windy. Almost too windy, I think, for some trucks to be on the road. In fact, some might not even be on the road. The hotel I stayed at last night, there were quite a few people who had box trucks who didn't want to drive through the evening. Welcome everyone. TheDailyWoo here. I'm inviting you to join me. I'm going to try to make it to Utah. 400 or 500 miles is par for the course. I'm going to try to get that today. Join me. Shall you? It is crisp. Probably should be wearing gloves. Also, as the recording of this, it is Saturday, April 30th, 2022. Moving on. Now, obviously, it's not a consistent 50 miles an hour, but the occasional wind gusts, that is wild. Ah, Wyoming. Winds rolling through the plains. Oh, look at my pants. They're jiggling. Ooh, ooh. The Sherman Mountains and the infamous, infamous, that's more than famous. I don't know why I thought of Three Amigos. The tree in the rock, right here. This tree is growing through a rock. Small pine tree that seems to be growing out of a solid rock has fascinated travelers since the first train rolled past the Union Pacific Railroad. All right, back to my car. There's a rest stop at the top of the hill here. Looks pretty grown over by the picnic tables. Obviously today, no one picnicking out here. Abe Lincoln, Honest Abe right here, carved in the side of this boulder overlooking the interstate. There's also a commemorative piece for the Lincoln Highway, America's first transcontinental automobile road, which is next to Abe, right over there as well. And got the freeway down there. Well, interstate. Living in California, I got used to calling them freeways. Which I guess it is a freeway. I guess it doesn't cost anything to go on it. Whoa, there is snow here. I didn't realize that it snowed. There are patches of snow. Hello, Abe. And add in the wind chill. Takes it to a whole other level. See the flags over there, waving in the breeze. All right. Back on the interstate, I go. Interstate 80, heading west. Go west. Got the self-pumping gas nozzle going. Fueling up. $3.86 a gallon here for regular unleaded. Need to go inside. Definitely could use a piping hot caffeinated beverage today. windmills over there. Plenty of wind today. It might appear that the top to this coffee was on, but it wasn't. And I dumped it all over me. Ah, that was warm, but it feels pretty good. Half the coffee down my torso. It's almost like it's talking to me. It's like a character. Hi there, I'm gonna pour myself all over you, Adam. I'm imitating a coffee cup. Sometimes dry torsos come, and sometimes dry torsos go. Get it? Veered off the interstate just a bit, noticing this closed off rest stop, doing a little construction over there. This access road with a retention pond has a old-timey bridge. Take a look. This is awesome. Runs right adjacent to the thoroughfare. Little bump there. The sign back there said narrow bridge. Going across the bridge. Over the river. Not through any woods. I'm doing a U-turn, gonna go back across it and get back on the interstate. It's the little things. Just love these historical bridges. Stopped off here in Rollins, population 8,000, elevation 6,000 feet. But I'm noticing this old radio station building, KRALAM. And an RV campground sign there. Since closed. But there's the sign. Right there. And this is the building. This is the same building I'm standing in front of. Very beautiful out here. This automobile has 2 front ends. Got a front end there, as well as a front end here. There's no rear to this vehicle. Also, the wind seems to have subsided a little bit. Not as prevalent, it's still windy, but nothing like it was a little earlier this morning. That's unique. That's a great old sign right there with the neon on it. The Golden Eagle. Oh. And then off in the distance, as I step down that little step there, there's a train going by off in the distance. And a picnic table over there, which I can guarantee has not been used probably in decades. Okay, the train's off in the distance. Rolling across the plains with the tops of the trucks going by. running parallel to the interstate. Beautiful countryside out here. I have continued on driving quite a ways. It appears as I've made it out of the snowy areas. Still seeing some trains though. Covering a lot of miles. Seems to be some sort of depot up there. Or at least a train stop. Pulling into the station. This restaurant is called the Hungry Buddha. Little sculpture out front there. Looks pretty hungry. And looks like Clark Griswold. Well, looks like a vehicle Clark Griswold would drive. "50 yards. In front of this adult video store. Look at that. I guess that's what that is. It's missing an X though, it's only 2 X's. The Knotty Pine Lodge looks amazing. Look at this relic. It's closed down, but they do have kitchenettes for sale. Although I've never seen a phone number spelled with Z's before. About to go through a tunnel. They have drilled out a hole through this mountain. I'm getting Back to the Future vibes through here. Back to the Future 2, I should say. I keep waiting for the streamers to drop down at the end of the, I don't know, just me. It really is beautiful through here. One could say majestic. Stopped here at Fort Bridger Travel Center. The truck's fueling up over there. I am fueling up again. It's getting pretty low on gas. Been driving quite a while. $4.31 a gallon here. And again, self-pumping gas nozzle. Got some more windmills over there. Down the ways a bit, almost approaching the Utah state line. Still a few miles away, but getting close. Here at Porter's, this combo probably wouldn't go together too well. I mean, sold separately. Not the best mixture though. It sometimes doesn't end well. Well, just my assumption is it wouldn't end well if you have a little too much of this and mix it with this. And it was only about 3 miles to the state line from where I just was at the fireworks stand. Life elevated. Crossing into Utah. there's my shadow. Stopped off at a rest stop, walking up this very elevated area. The truck's down there, I parked my car. Echo Canyon. Hello! And that train I passed a ways back was moving, but not very quickly. And that's the same train that's now going through Echo Canyon. Down below, I am up here. That is a really long train. The rest stop looks very, I don't know, say futuristic, but it kind of looks like a UFO. Kind of, sort of. That's my interpretation anyway. As I was driving along this road, I had just assumed, because I went through Salt Lake City, or bypassed it, I should say, that this was a salty lake, which it is. But I thought it was going to be a lot more wet through this section. Can I walk on this? Yeah, I guess I can walk on this. This is what would be referred to as the salt flats. And there's a very unusual structure right over here. Oh yeah, people have drove through here. People have wrote their names on the ground and rocks. But you can see someone has drove through there. In fact, someone parked their car over there. Oh, you know what? It's getting kind of mushy. Maybe I shouldn't have walked out on this. Over here on the side of the fence, people have put different locks all along the side. It says "Stay Weird" down there. Stitch. What is that? It's like a smiley face. And more importantly, what the heck is this piece of artwork? I mean, I know art is always up for interpretation, but... planets, perhaps? Take a look at this. That's awesome. It almost doesn't look real, that backdrop of the mountains. Look like a painting. And just like that, crossing now the state line into Nevada. My third state of the day. Moving west. A good chunk of snow up there on the top of that peak. Also, that's not the Beverly Hills you're thinking of, Big the Foot. Got a bad feeling about this. Are they undercover? Is the Empire undercover? Just spelling it wrong to throw everyone off? There's no way I'm turning off exit 333. I am not a Skywalker. I would not do well back in there. It's a trap! And after driving a little bit further, the side of the mountain says E. That symbolizes Elko, E-L-K-O, where I have stopped for the evening and got a hotel near the view of these mountainous regions, snow-capped regions. From here, from when I departed this morning in Cheyenne, Wyoming, 665 miles I commuted today. Woo! It's a ways. Add in filming, stopping, stretching my legs, etc., etc. A long day. I'll see you in the next video. The vlog is over. From Elko.